going to be honest. I'm going to be blunt. Now, this is a pre-recorded video. I'm going to purposely upload it before Daima airs on Valentine's Day, because there's a lot of buzz going around about the upcoming episode entitled Awakening. Now, I'm going to be the first one to say that for anyone that is surprised that it's been revealed that Dragon Ball Daima, a lot of the ideas came from GT, hasn't been paying attention to my live streams or my videos relating to Daima, and you're just a geekdom nut rider, call it the way I see it. Everyone knew that this is a GT remake or paying homage to GT, just like Super paid homage to GT. There are so many things they took from GT to implement in the Super. This is why I'm telling you guys, stop worrying about the end of Z. Geekdom has all you believe in that Super is going to end like Z. Super cannot end like Z, because if that is indeed the case, then all the powers that Gohan done acquired, Piccolo done acquired, Goku, Vegeta done acquired, the introduction of all of the God's destructions, all the Kais, all the universes. Some guy tried to tell me last year that they'll just write that out. That's virtually impossible. Okay? So GT chronologically will always be the original ending to Z, whereas Super is the new ending to Z. Okay? We all know that GT, Toriyama's involvement was scarce. Okay? But he came with some of the character designs. And I'm getting over a viral throat infection. There's a lot of shit going around, so I'm sorry my voice sounds strange. And it's my anniversary week, so I'm a little bit busy. But back to what I'm getting at. There should be no surprise that Toriyama wanted to do something to pay homage to GT. And so when he came up with Daima for the 40-year anniversary of Dragon Ball, nostalgia reasons, he wanted to do it to reach out to, you know, people of my age bracket, which I'm not a big GT fan. The only thing great about GT was Super Saiyan 4. The stories were okay, but I'm not a big fan of GT. I'm a Z guy. I'm going to always be a Z guy. I'm a Z guy, then Dragon Ball guy, then Super guy, then GT guy. Daima is not even on my radar right now. All right, I'm watching it, but it's not something that I would say, oh yeah, check it out. Right now, a lot of you guys want Super Saiyan 4, and when the article came out, and I watched that shit Geekdom did, it got all you guys hyped. That's his job, to hype up something. If Geekdom knows everything that he claims to know, then he should know what's going to happen with this story. And I've been saying it for weeks. There isn't going to be no new fusion with Goku now. Ain't going to happen. There is not going to be a Super Saiyan 4, because in order for Super Saiyan 4 to happen in Daima, that means it will have to take place before the tournament that ended Z, remember? This is right after Majin Buu. Okay? Goku hasn't even met Oob yet. This is before the Oob meeting. We know in Super, this comes before the Super. This comes, Daima's going to tie in. We're going to get that cameo of Beerus at the end of Daima, most likely. Daima's going to tie in there. So how can you get Super Saiyan 4 before you get to the tournament in Z, and then before Goku trains Oob? That makes no sense. What's going to probably happen in this episode, those fusion bugs, if anyone has common sense, it literally gave it away in the episode where you need 3 weak beings. Supreme Kai, his siblings. They're all the same race. They're not that overly powerful. Goma is going to probably betray everyone. That makes the most logical sense for them to fuse. That's most likely what's going to happen. Could you get a Vegito cameo? Absolutely. But I don't see that happening. What I do see is Goku powering up, fighting Goma. Goma true power is going to awaken. Okay, Vegeta might get involved, might see a Super Saiyan 3 transformation there. They're going to give Goma all they have. in the process of that, Goku and Vegeta both gonna get weakened, but at the same time they'll weaken Goma. Goma, even though he's weakened, will still be strong enough to where he can beat up Goku and Vegeta, and that's gonna cause the Kais to fuse. Something's gonna get to where they're gonna fuse. Something. It makes no sense to introduce a fusion exclusively to Daima. That makes no sense. And you need 3 beings. So you're gonna take a Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. That makes no sense. You're gonna take you could take a Pansy and what's the guy name? The one with the gun, Gola, what the fuck his name is. You can take Glorio. You can take them two, and maybe the king, you know, like. But I'm sold on the Kais. Now, could the Boos fuse? Absolutely, but they don't need to eat a bug. They can just absorb to one another. The Timmy Gammies, why would they fuse? They're in different realms, so that makes no sense. Do I see maybe the Namekian, what's his name, Nezo, do I see him maybe awakening Goku and Vegeta's hidden potential to have a fair fight, to battle along Goma? That's more of a likelihood than a Super Saiyan 4 fusion, or Super Saiyan 4 awakening, because that makes the most logical sense. But I still believe, and I've been saying it and saying it and saying it, you gotta go back and watch my videos. I believe that the Supreme Kais are going to be the one that's going to dethrone the Demon King. This whole thing been centered around the Supreme Kai. The Supreme Kai been pretty much telling Goku and them everything about the Demon Realm. This is his homecoming. This is his arc to win. Everybody has an arc. Everybody. The Saiyan Saga. That was Gohan's arc to win. Okay? Goku died, but Goku came back. But Gohan ultimately won that fight. It was a Saiyan lineage. Actually, it was Goku's tenacity, but Gohan won that fight. He beat Vegeta. The Namek Saga was about Goku coming out and becoming a Super Saiyan. It revolved around Goku becoming a Super Saiyan. And he beat Frieza. Okay? Nobody really cares about the God Jr. Saga. But the Trunks Saga, that led to the Android Saga. It was about the Super Saiyan, but it revolved mainly around getting the Cell and Gohan awakening his power, and it became the Gohan arc. It was about Gohan's awakening, okay? Then, nobody really cared about the other World Tournament. But then we fast forward to the Buu Saga. Once again, that all revolved around Goku going Super Saiyan 3 and Vegito, but ultimately, it culminated with everyone coming together and for Goku to put the clamps on fucking Kid Buu. Now, you look at Super Beerus, that was about Super Saiyan God, so Goku again. Then you look at Universe 6, that was about Beerus and Champa in the Iridescent of Zeno, but it was about Beerus and Champa. And then you look at, after that, the Zamasu arc was about Trunks. Okay, it revolved around Trunks and the fusion. Then you look at the Other World Tournament was just about the other universes, but, you know, it was really about Jiren. So everybody has a arc that revolves around them. And Daima, this has been a fucking Supreme Kai. Superhero revolved really around Piccolo. Piccolo was the main guy in that arc. He infiltrated the Red Rim Army. He found Pen. He was the one. The Granola arc revolved around Granola. Okay, the Moro arc revolved around really Whis' brother, Miris. So this arc revolves around the Supreme Kai. So I don't see Goku and them getting the shine this arc. What I do see is Goku assisting, but I see the Supreme Kai and them winning and dethroning Goma, and then a new Demon King is going to be probably rewarded the first Demon Realm, and it was probably Glorio gets it, or one of the Kais gets it. One of the Kais gets it. But at the end of the day, don't expect Super Saiyan 4. You guys can't read in too much to what you're reading, and that's what's going on. It's like, oh, GT's not canon, but canon is clearly defined as something that chronologically continues the original story. GT chronologically did that. It didn't have to have a manga to be canon. Superhero, okay, was canon before superhero was put into the manga. Why? Because it literally picked up right after fucking Brawley. It literally picked up because we seen Brawley in the movie. So it was chronologically, like Brawley happened after the Tournament of Power. So and that didn't get a manga, but it was canon because we seen it in the manga after the movie. But Brawley didn't get a manga. But we know that movie is fucking canon to the storyline because of what Goku said in the movie. He couldn't transform into Ultra Ego no more. I mean, Ultra Instinct, absent the Tournament of Power. That made it canon. That's just facts, guys. You don't have to have a manga to be canon. If it continues the story, like Demon Slayer from the next what's that? The Demon Castle arc thing. That's gonna be in movies, but that's gonna chronologically continue the story, so that makes it canon, whether it has a manga or not. So all of this, GT is a canon. GT has always been canon Z. No matter what some nerd tells you, they never debunked it, they never denied it. Chronologically, if it continues a story in the present timeline, chronologically, that makes it canon to the series. Whether you fanboys like that or not, facts don't care about your feelings. And the facts are, before it was a Super and a Daima, it was Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. That was the chronological order of the Dragon Ball series. But Toriyama wants to get away with GT, so he brought Super back to retell a story. And he brought Daima back to fit that timeline in right after Boo, right when it ended up to Beerus, that everybody wanted to know about. That's why he brought back Daima. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. That's why he created Daima. He just need a story to tell. And the story feels rushed, but he needs a story to tell to bridge that gap right after Boo, but before Beerus. That's the Daima gap. And Super sole purpose is to forget about GT. That's something that Toriyama didn't do. But the original guys like us know what GT really is. So he needed to make something and take a lot of ideas from GT, like the Super Dragon Balls, the Universes, the Universal Tours, and all that came from GT. So you can have something different to tell the ending of Z in a different way and introduce a lot more characters. So that's pretty much it. Super Saiyan God was red for a reason. It's not a coincidence because Super Saiyan 4 was red. We know Super Saiyan God is a transformation. It comes after Super Saiyan 3. So we know that is technically Super Saiyan 4. Period. Just look at the design flaw. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So Super Saiyan 4 is not happening in Daima. Just forget about it. Forget about Super Saiyan Gogeta. That's not going to happen in Daima. Forget about it. Because the fusion dance, we know Vegeta didn't do it. We seen it in Z, Janemba, but we know Janemba takes place before Kid Buu. Well, that already doesn't happen. Do he know the dance? Absolutely. Will he perform it? I doubt it. Because of the time restraint. I don't see that Gogeta beating that. So I do see a awakening of their powers, and then they go at it, and then at the end of the day, I think the Kais are going to take it, bar none. Or maybe the Kais fuse, and then, you know, Nelzo, what the fuck his name is, awaken their true abilities temporarily in a fused state to overpower Goma. Something like that's going to happen. It don't take sources to figure it out. It's just common fucking sense. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to shoot facts how it is. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoy. I know that this isn't a happy topic, but there's going to be no Super Saiyan 4 in Daima. If there's a Super Saiyan 4 in Daima, I will abruptly stop watching it because it makes no sense. Retconning something to make something fit that doesn't make sense isn't going to make sense because this takes place before Super Saiyan God. if that was the case, then I mean Goku would have to have Super Saiyan 4 going against Beerus. So this chronologically wouldn't make sense at all. So you get that out your head and just use common sense. The Supreme Kais are going to fuse. Most likely, they're going to be the ones to take over and beat Goma. So that's all I got, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Once again, this is a pre-recorded video, but I'm going to upload it before Daima on Valentine's Day. So I wish you all a happy Valentine's Day ahead of time. I'm going to let my throat rest because I've been battling a sinus infection and whatever going around the fucking air since 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to finish enjoying my anniversary week. There are a lot of stuff to talk about. I want to do a live stream this week, but that's not going to happen based on a lot of stuff that is going on behind the scenes with family. My grandma's having surgery today, I think. There's a lot going on with that. And she's 90, so I'm a little bit concerned. So I'm going to be dealing with that. And then I got some studying I got to knock out. And then on top of that, it's my anniversary. Like I said, I really want to be in front of a camera streaming. So everything that's going to happen this week, I'm going to cover next week. So that means whatever happened when Daima airs on Friday, I'm probably going to talk about it Monday. So hopefully you guys can be patient, understand that stuff. I got a lot going on. And I'll be back to my normal schedule programming. So I just appreciate you guys be understanding. Other than that, guys, you guys take care. Once again, happy early Valentine's Day. It's been your boy, Savar Matner. I'm everyone. Peace.